So this is my front yard. Nice little spot. But it's not to get too close because there is crocodiles here. A couple of good snags there that hopefully some fish are in, which we'll get into some fishing. But I'll take you for a walk around this little island. Yeah, this is a beautiful little spot, on a little island in the river. But yeah, got this nice bit of waterhole behind me here, part of the river, and got camp almost set up back behind me. There's a few things I've got to sort out with that. But let's go for a walk, and I'll take you for a walk around the island and show you around. Yeah, nice pebbly beach here, bit of washed river stone, and yeah, let's spin you around so you can have a bit of a look. Here we go, some good spots to chuck in a line and hopefully catch something. Nice. Yeah, it's quite pretty. I'm gonna go this way, and I always, yeah. So this is the little island. It's not very big. And the tree line is over there. That's the other part of the river running around, and then it runs through. That's where we crossed over, just over this way, crossed the little creek. Yeah, so this is a good little spot, this. Just looking around, just to make sure. I like to stop and just really look at some place, especially if there's a lot of trees around, the water and stuff. It's good to just stop and have a look and listen. When you're in croc country, you don't want to walk in. And sometimes the crocs can be well up on the bank too. Not so much here, it's pretty exposed, but yeah, they can come up on the banks in these sort of close areas under the trees that are close. So you want to look around those areas as well. Oh, check this out. There's another beautiful little waterhole behind me here. Yeah, look at that. That is lovely. All right, so a bit different sort of country now than the Murchison. Yeah, keep walking along here. Nice rocky area. There's a good little waterhole down in there too. That could be a good spot to chuck a line in, actually. Nice bit of a snag there, and just make sure there's no crocs. Yeah, that's a good little spot. All right. There's a good. Okay, so yeah, this is. Beautiful. There we go. Bit of shallow water there, still water. Yeah, I don't think I could quite get a line in there. That looks good though, but nah, it's nowhere really to get in there, unfortunately. Here we go. Goes up. This would be a good spot to cross over, and it's pretty shallow here. You can see if there's a croc or not. And got plenty of sort of distance that you could sort of, yeah, know if there's one in here. yeah, I could cross over there and walk up for a few other fishing spots, I suppose. I've decided I'm actually gonna stay in this area for quite some time because I've got good fresh water supply here, and I'm just looking around. Well, I don't want to come across a croc. It's a good spot. Like I said in my last video, with the crisis and everything, with the fuel and the food situation, I was just like, nah, I've got to get up to the Kimberley where I know that I'll have fresh water and food. So this is quite nice. It's a beautiful day today. It's nice and cool. Got a bit of wind. Yeah, there's the back where we just walked all along there, and then camp just there behind the trees. And this is coming up this area here where we crossed over. Beautiful little spot. So this is where we crossed over to get onto this little island, this little narrow part here. Not very deep, but it's fast flowing. And you can see, drove up through the middle there to get to where the camp. There we are. Yeah, drove up around that way and around into there. And this is the other side. You can see the tracks on the other side there. Many people have come through here before. Been a good spot. Actually, a mate told me about this spot, so thanks man. Yeah, you're right. This is a good spot right down the end. Here we go. A little bit deeper up in here. I'm just going to be careful because I know there's a croc in this side. I don't want to get too close. And I'll show you how I know that this. I haven't actually seen him, but I've seen his slide. He's up. So this is pretty shallow through here, by the looks of it. Yeah, especially when I get up in this area up in here where the trees and that are. That's where I like to sort of lay around. So, yeah, this is quite shallow through here. Except for out there's a bit deeper in the middle. Okay, go up this way. I'll go up around these trees away from the water a bit. You never know, we might even see that croc. Yeah, all this sort of stuff. This is where I like to, just stop, listen and look. And they do really blend in well with their surrounding. They camouflage in, and the colour of the dirt and the rock. So you've got to be, really look closely. You don't want to come across one. Well, especially if you get in between him and the water, you don't want that. So here we go. That's a nice little shallow pool there. But this bit here, that's what I want to be careful getting through there. That sometimes to get good fishing spots, you've got to go through that sort of stuff. But it's just checking, making sure that there's nothing there at the time. So I can see quite clearly that there's nothing. That's quite shallow. Out past that dead tree there, it starts getting deeper there. And this is, what's that? No, it's so good, so good, so good. I think. A few rocks. Water level. I don't know, I'll have to put a marker out to see what it's doing. It looks like it's dropped since yesterday. Alright, we'll come back through this way now. Let's go around Yeah. And there's camp there. Okay. Yeah, this is the sort of stuff I like to really pay attention to. And here's a good fishing spot actually. Just have a scan around, make sure he's not laying down in the anywhere here. Looks good. Most of the time they will go back in the water if you startle them, but I'd rather not take the risk. Okay, now I know there's a croc bean in here because there's the slide, right? I'm just gonna stretch you out on the tripod here. Just have, hang on, I'm just gonna stand back and observe first. Yeah, it's a good sized croc that's been in here. Can't see him. I'm looking in under the trees and yeah, so the water's a bit slower on this side, but you can see right here, that's the croc slide right there. He's either come in and gone around, so spent a bit of time up on the bank and come right up on the bank here. That's, you can see that bit of broken dirt where his foot's been. Another spot where foot's been up in there. So he's a good sized croc. That's quite a wide slide. A few archer fish swimming in the water there. I don't know if the camera will pick them up. Only baby ones. Apparently they're good eating, the bigger one. So maybe I'll be able to get to, oh, there's a couple of mullet too. So I might have to drop a line in here. It's quite clear. Okay, let's move on. Yeah, I don't know where old mate Croc's gone. Oh, just got nice and dark in here. Okay, get back up the way we came. Okay, just about around the island now. There's another good spot there. That'd be a good spot to flick a line too, probably. It does, yeah, just testing my... Okay, that's close enough, I think. Yeah, I don't know if I could get that angle out to there, but I'd have to get over that log to get out in the deeper water. I don't know about that one. It's a bit dodgy. And we're going to walk through that, I don't think. This way we'll go around. That's nice. Always checking back too, up on the land a bit, because they will come right up. Had a little one walk up around through here the first night. Yeah, that might be an alright clear spot to get a flick through, maybe. Yeah, all this sort of stuff you want to keep an eye on. Can't see any signs of slides or anything. A lot of mullet in there. And might be able to get some live bait from there. Little mullet. Go this way, I think. It's quite shallow all through there by the looks. And then it comes back around this way, and then back around to that first little beach, and there's camp and Tilly. Hello, Tilly. So that's the little island I'm on. Nice little walk around. All right, until next time, God bless you guys.